To tell us all about Nevis Nurses Week, Nevis's Nurses Week, we have with us Rhodina Murraine-Sargeant. She's a staff nurse at the Alexandra Hospital and a member of the Nevis Nurses Association. Welcome, Rhodina.
Welcome to Good Morning SKN. How are you doing today?
I'm not bad, thank you.
Alrighty. Why is Nevis's Nurses Week observed? What's the objective?
The objective of us observing Nevis's Nurses Week is to promote nurses and nursing, to encourage persons to come into the profession. It's a very noble profession, and to also highlight some of the activities that we are going to be having during Nurses Week as we celebrate International Nurses Day.
Nice.
Can you tell us the theme for this year's celebration and what are some of the activities that we should expect?
Okay, this year our theme is Nurses, a Voice to Lead, Invest in Nursing and Respect Rights to Secure Global Health. And this year Nurses Week commences from the 9th to the 15th of May. We open Nurses Week on May 9th with on the Monday, we'll have a Best Nurses Cap Day competition, and we'll have prizes to be won throughout that day. On the 10th, we are going to have a National Dish Day where nurses from the hospital in Nevis, because we are a variety of nurses. We have nurses from Guyana, Jamaica, Montserrat, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, also from the Philippines. So we are going to be hosting our dishes from each country, and these dishes will be on sale as well. So persons of the community can, join in, come along and see what we have to offer. And then in the evening, from 7 to 10 p.m., we are going to have a domino competition. This is also open to anyone within the Ministry of Health in Nevis. And this will be held at the Gender Affairs Conference Room, just across from the hospital. Then on the 11th, we're going to have a health walk at 5 p.m., where we have the route is going to be from the hospital's parking lot. We go through Ramsbury site, down through Big Rock and over to Four Seasons, and then back to the hospital. Here we have, on that day too, the first 10 persons are going to receive a little token, nothing too big, when they come in. And we also have this open to other departments in health as well. On the 12th of May, that is International Nurses Day, here in Nevis, we have our annual T-shirt day that displays the logo for Nurses Week. And in the evening, we have a church service at the Shiloh Baptist Church in Ramsbury site at 7 p.m. On May 13th, we have karaoke night at 5 Trees, where we are going to have best poetry and TikTok dance winners announced. Yes, it's going to be quite fun. And this begins at 7 p.m. as well.
Nice.
This is also too open to anyone in health that would like to join us, and as we celebrate our week. On May 14th, we have our annual awards gala and dinner at the Malcolm Gishard Recreational Park. And this begins at 7 p.m., but this is an invitation-only event. Okay. And then on May 15th, this is where we have our beach cool down at Sunshine's Beach at 2 p.m. All nursing personnel and those also in the ministry bring along their families, and we have a nice cool day on the beach.
Wow, that's a whole lot of activities, Rhodina. And who's helping to organize all of this? Because it's yourself as a part of the Nurses Organized Association, but who's helping?
Myself, along with my other committee members, are organizing, and whomever lends a hand in between, we do offer the assistance.
Nice.
to get this all taken off.
Right. So let me pull out one of the activities, the Nurses Hat Day. Tell us a bit about that. What can persons coming expect to see?
They will be observing on that day hats from since nursing began. You know, the first types of hat that we began wearing, and they display as they evolve throughout the years and as nursing becomes more modernized, how the uniform has changed.
I was thinking it would have been more bedazzled, different colors. That's what I was thinking when it came to the hat day. So I guess.
Well, not necessarily colors, because you know, nurses usually wear white. That's
white,
what we
yeah.
stand for. Yeah, so it's gonna be a white cap, but from whichever theme or year they choose, they will display that hat and they will be in full uniform on that day.
I would also like to ask, is there any other activities that you would have added this year that was not in the previous Nurses Week activities?
Well, usually the annual activities that we would mainly have are mostly the walk and the church service and our t-shirt day. The other events, we try to change it so that, you know, each year we have some sort of variety, something else more for persons to look forward to.
Yes, and one of those that I exclaimed at was the one when you mentioned the TikTok activity. Tell us a bit about that, because that is trending at the moment. Everybody is talking about doing this TikTok thing. Tell us about that one.
Well, we came up with the idea of doing a TikTok dance, because sometimes, you know, while on TikTok, you see other persons doing, you know, little dances to certain things, but we want persons also to know that not because you're a nurse, that doesn't mean you cannot have fun. So we try to incorporate a little fun activity by doing the TikTok dance, and the winners will be announced later that day.
Nice. Anything that you would look forward to during that week?
For me, I'm looking forward to my health walk. You know, we promote, as nurses, we promote being healthy and staying fit, and I usually take my children along with me.
Very nice.
Well, if I was a nurse, I would have been looking forward to tasting the many dishes. What about that part?
It's also going to be very interesting, because we have nurses from all over in Nevis.
Okay. Rhodina, speaking as a nurse, what impact would you say this celebration has had on the nursing community in Nevis?
In Nevis, the Nurses Week celebration has brought to light for many persons the noble profession of being a nurse. Also, you know, gains the interest of younger persons who want to become nurses. So as we have our activities and they are able to interact with us and, you know, talk with some of us, they, you know, can sit down and think about their future and say, you know, okay, I think I want to be a nurse because it's quite interesting, and they have probably had the interest also over the years.
All right. So why would you say that nursing is a caring profession? I mean, it's kind of obvious, but summarize it for us. Why is nursing a caring profession?
Because if you are going to be a nurse, you have to have that drive, that force for wanting to care for someone, you know, wanting to see them at their best after being sick for a period of time. You want to ensure that they are able to be back on their feet and at their best optimal health level after you've been able to care for them.
So, Rhodina, would you say that's the reason you became a nurse?
No, for me, my reason for being a nurse was a lot more straightforward than that. I can remember when I was younger going to the health centers, and so when I'm going to get my checkup. But back then, for me, I felt like I was amongst them. I felt welcomed. I felt like that was what was for me, because all the nurses knew me. So when I come, I'm, you know, comfortable. never cried for an injection or anything like that. So the calling just followed me along through.
And to our viewing audience, I must say, Rhodina also informed us during the break that she is just off of work. And I was telling her all morning how bright she looks. So nursing really does suit her. The fact that she's just off from work straight to the interview.
Yes, we can tell that she enjoys her job. And as we just had Kevin Hope, yes, that's one of the critical parts of that, because we know that COVID-19 wasn't easy for the nursing profession among any other health profession, but yes, nurses in particular. So hats off to you, Rhodina. You guys are doing a really fantastic job.
And we intend to keep it up.
There you go. So what would you say to persons who are on the fence and are considering becoming a nurse?
Do not hesitate and do not wait. We are welcoming you at any time. Anywhere you see us, you can always stop, ask any questions you wish, and you will be guided as necessary.
All right. That sounds good. So, in closing, invite persons to come to the activities once again for us, please.
Okay. So for next week, 9th of May to the 15th, we are inviting each and everyone within the community and health in respect to join the Nevis Nurses Association as we go through our week of activities and have a wonderful time as we celebrate International Nurses Day under the theme, Nurses, a Voice to Lead, Invest in Nursing and Respect the Rights to Secure Global Health.
Okay. I did say in closing, but let's backtrack a little bit. There are some of the other activities that we didn't mention during the week. We mentioned the parade day, we mentioned we didn't mention it. We didn't go into detail in the parade day. We went into the hats and we went into the TikTok. But tell us about the parade day. Is there anything not parade, the walk? Is there anything specific, that the nurses would be wearing, or would the general public to be invited to wear anything, a color maybe? Give us a little more detail about that, please.
Okay, well, this year our color for our T-shirt day is rose pink. So if you have anything along that line, you can wear it. But for the nurses in Nevis, we tend to wear our previous Nurses Day T-shirts. So from last year, our color was like a turquoise aquamarine color. So everyone will be wearing and stand out with that color T-shirt from last year.
Okay.
Rhodina, why rose pink? What's the significance of the color?
Well, no significance really. We just, each year we have a different color. So we come together and we, put our heads together and we choose a color that is going to be, nice, fitting for the occasion.
Okay. Remind us of the theme once again. Maybe we could elaborate a bit on that.
So the theme for Nurses Week is Nurses, a Voice to Lead, Invest in Nursing and Respect Rights to Secure Global Health.
Okay. So what are some of the rights of health that you would propose need protecting? Are they protected across the board, or is it something that we all need to take an individual share in?
Well, your rights alone are individualized, because as persons coming into the hospital and being sick, even though we are caring for you, we cannot impose something upon you that you would not wish to have. So we, as nurses and advocates for the patient, we tend to uphold that. So if you are going to receive some treatment and let's say you don't feel like you should have it all, so we give you the right to refuse that medication. And we guide you along, give you information as to why you should or should not, in order to help persons to make the best informed decision about their care.
Nice. I think I'm seeing it clearly now. Also, in terms of the mental health aspect of it, do persons who have mental concerns also have that right to refuse medication?
Yes, they also have that right. But at the end of the day, too, nurses are acting for the best of the patient's interest. So if the medication would be needed in that sense, then, we try to allow them to still think about their decision and make the right choice.